Developing story, and this tweet from the Dallas Cowboys verified Twitter account last night. I'm in the business 30 years. I've never seen this. They tweeted, "It's not a setback, and it's not a reason to worry, but quarterback Dak Prescott is planning on getting another MRI."
Yeah, my initial reaction when I saw the tweet was, are the Cowboys bored? Because that's the only reason that they would tweet that out. I mean, why are you tweeting that out? And then I thought, well, now I'm concerned because there's something different here. Because last week it was, well, we're day to day. And now we're talking about getting ready or hopeful to be ready for week 1. And what changed in the middle of that? And then I settled down and I started to think about it. I said, okay, Dak has done some light throwing over the past couple of days. And I think this MRI is one of two things, that he either feels a lot better or a lot worse. My assumption is that this is an MRI to go confirm positive feelings. All right, maybe there was a shot into the shoulder with the strain, some cortisone or something. And then he's done some light throwing, and he went back to the doctors and said, you know what, I feel good. That pain that I felt or that discomfort that I felt is no longer there. Let's go back in and just confirm what's inside is the same as how I feel. So my level of concern is the same. I am not overly concerned about this. It has my attention, but I think this means or signals that Dak, after that throwing, feels a lot better than he had anticipated feeling.
So that would obviously be good news. Louis Riddick, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm concerned. I've officially moved into the camp of being concerned. Although, look, I would always defer to the strength and rehabilitation and medical staff on these kind of issues. But look, if they're the ones who are saying, I'm sure it wasn't Dak telling them, hey man, get me another MRI. I want to see what the MRI looks like. I don't think Dak knows how to read an MRI. I think they're the ones who want another MRI on this in conjunction with how he's telling them that he feels in order to either confirm or to look for something else that's going on because, you know, it's not quite moving along quick enough. So whenever you get into this realm, and we can sit here and splice this however we want and kind of fall on the side of not being concerned, being concerned. The fact is your franchise quarterback right now is getting a second MRI on an issue that cropped up on the first padded practice that he had, and they had to take him out, okay? That's a concern, period, especially when you broaden out the lens by which you're viewing this, and you're saying, look, this is a team that constantly has irrational expectations on them as far as what we think their prospects are for the upcoming season. Without him, they don't come close to meeting any of them. Quite honestly, I think they're a little bit irrational anyway with him on the football field. Now you're talking about the fact that after one padded practice, he got super sore and they had to sit him out, and now he's going to get another MRI. Now they're talking about just get him to the regular season. Yeah, that's a concern. That's a big-time concern for me.
And for those of you who have seen the first episode of Hard Knocks, you actually see the moment when the injury takes place. And you can see it's bothering him and the head coach, Mike McCarthy, who has consistently suggested there's nothing much to see here. He is immediately quite concerned with what he sees. Now, that's a couple of weeks ago already. So, Dan Graziano, you have been all over the place talking to everybody. What are they saying internally?
Yeah, internally, what I'm hearing matches up with what Orlovsky was talking about, right? Like, he's thrown a little bit the last couple of days. He has felt good. The MRI is to confirm that that there's nothing going on there that's going to push him back in the other direction, right? They don't want him to be throwing at full strength yet until they check it out and make sure there's no more inflammation, whatever an MRI shows. Look, you don't get an MRI for fun. I know these guys have had them. Have you had an MRI? It's not very enjoyable. But they have to do it. They have to make sure that before they turn him loose and let him throw the ball, that there's nothing in there that shows up on the MRI that he may not be feeling. So it's an abundance of caution. I get the skepticism. I'm usually skeptical when a team is talking about injuries, but so far everything I'm being told is encouraging and positive.
Go ahead, Danny.
And I know it's the Cowboys, and obviously they're constantly within attention of everybody, but I don't believe that the organization is sending this tweet out, allowing it to be sent out, or allowing it to be left up if this was done out of caution or concern. I think they're doing this knowing, all right, this is heading in a very good direction, a very healthy direction. Let's give somebody or everybody a little bit of a tease to go, this guy is heading exactly where we hope to, and we're going to get an MRI, a medical picture to confirm that.
Yeah, a couple of good signs, right? Usually in a case where the injury's worse than they're letting on, the player's not out there talking about it every other day, too. So I think there are reasons to be optimistic.
So, you know, teams have an injury report. We should have our own reaction to the injury report, like questionable, probable. We should be like concerned, perturbed, petrified.
Well.
We've gotten to concerned. We're not perturbed yet, but we'll see what winds up happening. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.